Hello, and good evening. Welcome to Passion Speak, where we give those with a passion a platform to speak. Our goal is to enlighten and inspire. My name is Sandra Jennings, and thank you for watching. We are broadcasting live and taking your questions and comments. If this is your first time, come back and be inspired by the stories of those who are passionate. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe for more. Feel free to comment on our live. As usual, this is a judgment-free zone. My guest tonight is passionate about various forms of creativity, so much so that he has created a unique concept of art house, art gallery, Airbnb, photography studio, and all around social venue. Please welcome co-founder of Muse GR, Stephen Smith. Welcome, Stephen.
What's good? How y'all doing? Very excited to be here tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule because first and foremost, we know that you are about to have another baby. So you
Oh
guys
yes.
you guys got a busy household. That's well, so I'll let you take it from there and introduce yourself just a little more and tell us a little about the family and so on.
All right. So my name is Stephen Smith. I am like you said, I'm the co-owner of Muse GR, and that's a interactive art gallery space that we champion in the city. Me and my wife and I. Well, it's a whole family business. Our kids are our interns. We have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, and we also have one on the way. We just announced that to the world. I'm originally from California. I did go to Fisk University, came here after graduation, and been working for the school district here for about 12 years. And I've immersed myself into the art world, and I'm just really excited for all the things that's been happening.
Okay, I'm excited for you. In fact, I've heard a lot of people reply to me that they're very excited. I remember meeting you a few years ago, and you were talking about you picked up a property on Leonard. Now, old timers in Grand Rapids will remember this property as some kind of
Adult
exotic.
bookstore.
What kind of store was it?
It was an adult bookstore.
Adult
Yeah.
bookstore. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, but you transformed it into something amazing. And before we go on, I want to just show a little bit about this. I want to bring it into the stream here. This is your
Oh, that's
website,
cool. Yeah.
Muse GR, and we're going to take a little bit of a virtual tour. So this is the building. I mean, you would not even know it from years and years ago, what it
Yeah.
was.
It originally had no windows. It was a red, like cinnamon colored building. It had no windows. It was dark. It was carpet everywhere. It was kind of yucky to be in. And yeah, we had a vision. We had some passion, and we got to work.
Okay, so when you got to work, let me see if it's showing up. No, it's not. That's all right because I'm going to take us there. Hold on, let me share the screen real quick. I've got to show you this amazing place. We have a virtual tour. Ah,
Oh, oh yeah, that's dope.
do we have it? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We got some people dropping in. Hold on, what we got? Charity
What's up,
Townsend,
everybody?
congrats on the expansion.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you, Charity.
This is cool.
Who else
Um,
we got dropping in? Penny. Hi, Sandra and Stephen. Hi, Penny. Thank you.
what's
Penny's coming up from It looks like YouTube, and Charity dropped in from Facebook. We appreciate you guys watching. But anyway, let me take this virtual tour. So I'm just gonna move it around a little bit. Oh, let me.
Yep. So what you're seeing there, that was a exhibition that we did. I believe, I'm not sure if that was post COVID or maybe even during COVID. That was called Black Art Matters. Oh yeah, that was post COVID. It was Black Art Matters, and that was with Art Exchange. So we had Laurel Reynolds and Stephen Reynolds as the artists. We sold a lot of pieces during that show, um, and it was well attended. It was it was some great artwork from artists that's here in Grand Rapids, and I was really excited about it. And this tour, oftentimes we change up what you can see during the tour.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's a black owned company that does these tours. I'll send the link of the name, but it allows you to have an interactive experience with the space or with the art. So like it tells you what the price of the art was, and some people who were out of town, like I remember the last sale was the show had already been over for maybe a year, and somebody went to the tour, seen the price, and then bought a painting from all the way from Texas. So
Wow.
it's pretty good to give people an idea of what it looks like, but also for them to experience the art and experience the gallery.
This is beautiful. It really is beautiful. And I've been there a few times when you've had various events, vendor events, and so on. That is Leonard Street Northwest for anyone who knows the area. So was an art show.
I think I think if you go to the other side, like
I
if you
think,
click, like
hold
if
on,
it,
hold on. What you talking
I
about? Go left.
yep, go if you could go left, I
Okay,
think it'll take you.
let me go left. Oh, wait. Okay. All right. Let me go. See if I can do this.
So while you're doing that, if you can, like, you could just go up, and I think if you click, it'll take you into the room. Yeah, and just keep clicking,
These little
and
dots
then
are supposed to be something. Okay,
yeah.
there you
So,
go.
so
This is
start going right.
go right.
Yeah, and then as you go to the back, I
Go.
believe we had the studio space in this tour. So we put a studio in there, and that was like an initiative with against gun violence because we had an uptick of gun violence,
Mhm.
and we wanted to have a studio that the youth could go in and use. So
Mhm.
I believe it might be in this tour. So you see that black? If you click on that door back there,
This
it
door
might
right
take.
here.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah,
Okay.
and you can
Oh,
go
nice.
inside. I think you
Oh,
can go inside the room. Just keep clicking on that gray door that's back there.
oh, beautiful.
One more, and then go to your right.
To my right. Okay, my right. Don't expand out. I don't want to touch this the wrong way. Okay, there we go. Ooh, oh,
Yes,
nice.
so art murals in there. Yep, and I believe the studio's in there. So yeah, that's our studio. So we got a music studio. A lot of artists are create music in the space.
So you
Some
have
people,
equipment in there as well. I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's nice.
yeah. So we made a whole album. The group was called The Collective, and it was 7 kids, and they performed all around the city, rooftop events, down at Studio Park during the African American Music Festival for the last few years. They'll be performing this year as well. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, that's it. Um,
That's beautiful.
yeah,
I
thank
see
you.
the kids look like they were all autographing this door right here. Hmm.
If you were to see the door now, it's completely filled.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's when it was new.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very exciting.
I haven't gotten enough here. I want to look at some more. Let me see. Oh Lord. This is I'm on my Mac, and I save it for special occasions like for broadcasting, so I don't get a lot of practice. Oh, that is beautiful. Now this is the view from the back of where the studio is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Now I can go here and get back to the front of the
yeah,
room.
yes,
And then, oh, look at this art. So this was Lowell Reynolds,
yeah.
a
He had a
local.
yeah.
Not a local. Not a local. Lowell Reynolds is not local.
Yes, he's local.
He's local? Okay.
Yeah, he's a full time artist and he lives here in Grand Rapids. Um, they're local. He doesn't have a physical location. They sell online, but they do sell their work in different places.
Okay.
They were once housed in the mall at Woodland.
Okay. Yeah, COVID probably shut a lot of that down. That's beautiful. So, oh, we got more comments. Let's see who we got. Facebook user, love this. You'll have to click on the approval button for us to see your name, but thank you for your comments.
Thank
Um,
you.
who we got? Callie Mario. Is it
Oh,
Mario?
yeah.
Callie Mario.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that's my brother and sister.
Okay, yeah, they giving you big ups.
How y'all doing?
David Smith, hi y'all. Friend of yours?
Oh yeah,
Friend
that's
of yours?
Pop.
Nope. Oh, that's your okay. Oh, nice. And then your family's coming in. Very exciting. Yes, it is very exciting. So okay. So talk to me about where this concept came from. I mean, between you and your wife, I know you got your heads together, but where'd you hatch it?
All right, so we it really started. I guess it started way before we even existed together. Our families were entrepreneurs, so I learned about my wife's Taylor's family. They had some property around the city that was kind of live work, and we didn't even think about it till after. Um, my family had properties that were live work, and without thinking about it, I proposed when we were getting married that we don't go the traditional route of just buying a starter home. I was like,
Hmm.
let's look for a property that's around the same price as a starter home, but it can be like a live workspace. So we didn't necessarily know what was going to go in there, but we just knew that it would be a good idea because eventually it would pay for itself. Um, so we decided to go for it. We did a lot of praying. We had a lot of counsel. We had a lot of help from our family, and we were able to find that property on Leonard. And when we got it, we didn't necessarily know exactly what it would be, but I knew that we needed a studio space because we have a photography and videography business, and often the spaces that we like would rent as a co-op would always close. So originally the idea was we would go have this space and we would have artists design the space to look like a different environment every month. So that was the original idea. We didn't deviate too much from it, but when we submitted the plan to the city was like, "You cannot do this." They was like, "You can't have a photography studio on a main street," and we was like, "Really?" So we put our heads together and we were thinking, and we was like, so it needed a retail component, and we was like, "All right, what if we focus more on art and artists selling their work?" And they was like, that could work because it's retail. And we was like, let's go with that. And we ended up going with that. But it didn't just come as like, let's just do it. We had to do research. I was going to galleries all over the place. At home, I'm from San Francisco. I went to galleries in San Francisco. We went to galleries in different states, different cities. And we were just talking to owners and just learning. And we decided that we was going to take that jump and just create like a home for creatives. So we knew that it wouldn't be traditional because we weren't traditionally gallerists or traditionally artists, but we knew that we would create a space that would be for creatives.
So, you seem to attract millennials. I've been
Mhm.
there. I mean, all people are there. And when I say all people, I do mean all people, all ages, all races frequent your establishment. But probably because you and your wife are millennials, was there any thinking that went into that whole process? I mean, or you
Yeah.
just brought the young in, huh?
So we did a lot of like studying who we thought our customer would be. We thought about how they looked, how they dressed, what they bought, what did they order, where did they order it from, was it Starbucks, how much did they make a year. We thought about all of that as we were deciding who our customer would be. Um, we didn't get it wasn't too acute. We kind of had a broad range of who we thought our customer would be by the end of it, and I it just ended up being a very diverse crowd, and it is the people who we thought it would be. So when we think of a Muse event attendee, it's like I could see what they look like, and it's not a specific person, but I just like I could be walking down the street and I'll be like, oh, that's a Muse. I don't know what to call them yet. Muses. I don't know. I gotta
I
look at the
call it
name,
music. That's
but
a
it's
music.
like I feel like I know what a Muse patron or
Mhm, mhm.
experience sir would be. But yeah.
Okay. Hold on. We have another comment here. Eric Broadkin is saying, "Nice to hear. He's a strong man." Eric and I have business outside, so he's a friend. So,
Okay. Thank you.
um, thank you for watching, Eric. We appreciate that. Um, okay, so we could go all over, and we just gonna finish talking because I'm not done. I want to know more. So,
For
but
sure.
you're not finished with your Leonard location. You guys got something else in the works, don't you?
At Leonard,
Yeah. Well,
um,
no, I
yes.
mean for the business.
That question is loaded. um,
Okay.
so like
Okay. All right. All right. You've opened another location.
yes, we did.
Okay.
We opened another location. We brought the idea of Muse and we brought it to the south side of the city, southeast side. We
Where's it?
brought it to it's on 501 Eastern. So
501 Eastern. That's down there by the Urban League.
it is, yeah. It's right
Okay.
there on Logan and Eastern. So that's super exciting because that's a part of town that we have been serving through the youth initiatives that we do, and it's kind of far for the youth to get for the youth to get there. But the cool thing is, it's our classroom space and it's our like learning creative space. So Leonard is more of the gallery dedicated space to where people they'll display their art, they'll have their art sold, it'll be art events, and it's a lot of different things that happen there that like baby showers. It's a big space. It's about 2,000 square feet.
Is that
Um,
the old Kriegel's bookstore?
the new space.
Yeah.
No, the new space is brand new.
It's brand
Nobody had. We're the first ones who's been in here.
new. Okay.
Um, so yes, it's brand new, but this is our dedicated like classroom space. So we've been having a lot of classes, a lot of workshops here. Um, people have the opportunity to.
I just lost you. But I'm gonna keep talking. Um, Stephen, check your connection.
Yeah, can
There
you
you
hear
go.
me now?
I can hear you. Yes.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, that'll be our So yes, that's our classroom, our dedicated creative space. So it's a lot of art classes that we're creating here. We haven't officially launched it yet though. Um and like yeah, so every time people roll by here, they're really excited when they see it.
So you
Um
got windows. I'm thinking because I'm seeing you waving. Is that people walking by?
yeah, that's people stopping in the middle of the street and waving and looking
Oh, how nice.
because the space has been sitting. But Yep. So it's exciting. We have a really cool. We're gonna have somebody really big coming to this space on the southeast side in the next couple few weeks. We're not able to announce it yet,
That's
but
okay.
we're working on contracts.
Well, hopefully you keep it on your website, right?
We will have everything on our website.
Good.
So some of the things on the work in the works on Leonard Street, we just redid our outside. Originally we had our beautiful wood, but over the past 4 or 5 years, it was getting dull. We just had it redone last month. We just redid our inside walls because the space gets used a lot. So we just redid it, and we just had got a quote on our new floors. So the space is going to look brand new,
Hmm.
and it'll be opening up this month.
That's
Um,
the Leonard Street or the
yeah,
East.
well, actually, both spaces, but I'm referring to Leonard. Leonard has been redone, um, and we're having a really cool exhibit coming called Solar Philanthropy. Um,
Okay.
that is going to be great for the community.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you have an Airbnb upstairs at the Leonard location. Is that correct?
It's Muse Art House. Yep. So it's a place that people can actually stay, and have a creative space.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it's that's cool too.
Somebody's saying congratulations, but they didn't hit the approval to show their name, so we don't know. That's it. May be one of your friends. If not, I'll hear about it. But thank you for watching, whoever you are. They're saying
Yes, thank
congratulations.
you. But
So
yep.
go ahead.
So the art house is above the Leonard Street location, and it's a space that we outfit with a lot of art. It's art. The art changes. People can buy the art when they stay there, if they like. But also we leave canvases out. We leave paint. We leave pencils and things for people to create while they're there too. And it's
Beautiful.
also some musical instruments.
Who we
Yeah.
got here? Oh, it's Pat Gaines. Pat, if you are viewing from inside of a group where the link may have been shared, your name is not showing up. You almost have to approve it. But thank you, Pat, for watching. She's a friend and a supporter and a fellow entrepreneur out in the Grand Rapids community. So we appreciate her as well. Um,
Hey Pat.
so I have my notes of what I wanted to ask you. We got to talk about the Grand Rapids Film Festival. We can't do, you are doing way too much and we don't have the time to go into absolutely everything. Plus, some of the things you can't share, you're not at liberty, like who your headliner is coming.
I
But
could share. I could share everything else. That was the only thing I gotta keep under wraps.
okay, okay. Thank you. We appreciate that. Um, so this month we have a couple of weeks ago we interviewed Grand Rapids Film Festival, Amanda Morton, president of the Grand Rapids Film Festival, and you have gotten involved in it this year. So we want to take a
Yeah.
moment as a creative, as Muse Art. You guys are getting involved with it. So we want to give
Yeah.
that a plug. What are you gonna do with the film festival?
Yep. So the film festival has been resurrected. Um, she probably said that
Hmm.
during the interview that you last had with her. But last year during ArtPrize, our exhibit was called Muse Art Pod, and it was a micro gallery, micro event space. So the film festival, I was talking with Amanda, and they wanted to be a part of the film festival, but it was some hurdles that they were running into, and I was like, let's partner and we can have a micro film festival. We had a screen at our little micro gallery, and people actually had a 24-hour film that they created. They came to the art pod, and they got the ingredients that had to be in the film, and they had 24 hours to create the film. So last year we were involved in that capacity, and this year they were like, all right, we're fully resurrecting the film festival, and we want you guys to be involved again. So of course we said yes, and we're partnering with them and Black Pigeon Studios, um, to bring a really cool experience. We're making it kind of interactive. We're having some workshops and classes. We're having a fun event at Muse to kick off the weekend. I think it's the 23rd. And the film festival will be on the 25th, and the 24th would be like the classes. So
So they have
it's
to go
it's a,
to the website and participate and show up downtown.
yeah. You can come downtown to Studio Park to experience it. It'll be it'll be something. It'll be a new experience. It's a lot of people who signed up too.
Okay, so I know last year when you did your piece with ArtPrize, you won a prize for that, didn't you?
We did. Yep. So we
What?
won the time. We won the time based award for ArtPrize. It's really huge. It still doesn't feel real. It's like, oh, we ran ArtPrize, but it's yeah.
I,
We won with the Art Pod, and the Art Pod we curated probably at least 20 events. We had like 5 different gallery showings, and we would just rotate them every day. We had children's workshops where they could come and do crafts, art. It was great.
wow, that's exciting. I remember being real happy for you, hearing and seeing that you have won some art prize. I was like, yes.
And
Just
I was
very, very excited for you.
I was actually shooting a wedding. I was taking pictures at a wedding, and I remember it was the reception for the wedding, and people just started texting me congratulations, and I was like, what? Congratulations for what? I knew it was our prize night that they were picking awards, but I didn't think that I won. And then I had to go on Facebook to see that I had won.
Wow. That's that's really, I don't know. People from all over may be viewing this, and I don't think they realize the magnitude. I mean,
Well,
our Grand Rapids Art Prize is one
it's
of
an
the
inner
premier.
it's the big it's known as the biggest art competition in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty huge.
So
It's a really, really big deal for artists. I mean, people
yeah,
come from all over everywhere to display their art. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that, but we could get off because that is a wonderful place to be.
we
And
will be in
I
art
know,
Prize this year.
hold on, who is this? Leonard. Leonard says congratulations. Hey, Leonard.
What's
Thanks
good,
for
sir?
coming in. We appreciate you.
He's done some cool events at Muse.
Oh, really? Okay. So he's a
Yeah.
venue user.
Yes.
So you
Venue.
open for weddings at the venue?
We are. We had some really cool intimate weddings. We had about 3 or 4 intimate weddings with there was an uptick in intimate weddings during COVID, and we've had one before COVID, and the rest were like post COVID. So it was
Okay.
cool.
Um, I know we can't keep you all day. You got babies at home and families to get back to. You can't be doing this all night. But before you leave, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to share anything you want us to know that we haven't already discussed. But I gotta talk about the Basquiat. I'm not pronouncing that correct. It's an artist, an internationally known artist who was based out of Brooklyn and passed away years and years ago. And you
Yeah.
guys can look up the documentary on it, but you have one of his prints.
Yep. I did. I did have a Basquiat print. Um, it was my favorite piece. So the funny thing about that is I bought that before Muse. I knew that we were about to have a gallery, and I was like, on my Opium, I want a Basquiat piece. I had no idea how much they costed. And this was before I really researched. Well, like I knew who he was, but I didn't know the magnitude of the art that he did. Um, so the funny thing is, I bought this piece, right? It was $500, and it was just a print. And it turns out that the piece that I bought happened to be a print of the most expensive piece that has ever sold on U.S. soil. It was a piece that he did in 19. It was called Untitled 1985. So he made it in 1985, and it sold a few years ago for 110.5 million. US dollars. And yep, it was bought by a person from Japan, and he bought it because he really wanted to preserve his art. So he did it so that other people can view the art for years to come, and it wouldn't go to it wouldn't go to a private collection. So he bought it and he put it on display, so you can still see it till this day. Um,
And it was
and
a
that was
print of that. That
it was a it was a print of that, but I didn't know any of that when I bought it. I just seen it and I was like, oh, that's dope.
Do you still
So
have it?
I do still have it. People try to buy it all the time, and I just want it.
Okay,
I want.
I'm cool with that.
I just want to keep it. You know.
Okay. So we'll wind down here. Like I said, we can't talk about it all because you just got way too much going. I mean, from your regular 9 to 5. Oh yeah. Did did we slip over that? I know you said you work for the public school system, but this brother does a 9 to 5 on top of running Muse, on top of running the new Muse location, on top of all of your artistic activity and your photographer and your recording artist as well.
So I appreciate that. It's not like I'm not like super proud that I do so much stuff because I want to be able to not do as much and just chill a little bit more. But I will give y'all something that the world don't know because I haven't posted it and I probably won't post it anytime soon. But I also teach art at Grand Valley State University as an
Ooh,
adjunct professor.
really?
So yeah,
What kind of
that's
art do you
something.
teach?
What'd you say?
What kind of art?
It's art 101. It's just basic
Oh,
art appreciation. Um,
okay.
so the goal of the class is to get it's general education. So every student has to take it, and oftentimes the students are not artists. I know in my class is like almost 40 students, and there's only like 3 people who identify as artists. So I feel like my job as the professor is to get them to appreciate art. And understand more about art. So it's an exciting. It actually was one of my long term goals that came a little earlier than I expected.
That's amazing. We appreciate you doing that too. Because you just never I just feel like some people are meant to be artists and they don't even know it until they get in their art class.
Yeah,
So
and
all
it was
right.
fun telling them the Basquiat story. I had that
Oh
piece.
yeah.
I had that piece on our first day of class for them to. I was asking like, how much do you think it's worth? And some people were like, maybe $50, maybe 200, maybe even 1,000. But when I put the number at 110.5 million, they was interested in art after
They
that.
were especially you gotta see about a Basquiat or I always call him a Basquiat. I don't know. I'm doing it wrong.
I mean,
But
that's how it looks. That's how it looks.
yeah, well, that's the English in me. But yeah, you'd have to see it. I don't. You probably don't have it at that location, but you'd have to see it. You guys got to Google it. You got to Google. It's pronounced. It's spelled Basquiat. I think.
Yep,
But anyway,
IAT.
AIT. Okay, Google it, you guys, and you'll see some copies of his image. It looks like first glance you're like, who is that, really art? And then you'll see there's a method to his madness. He was a genius.
Yeah, it's
So
yeah, yep. A lot of the art was social protest.
yeah,
So there's some really good narrative. If any of you guys, if you go to New York, he has a show right now. He did die in the '80s, in his 20s. So
yes.
in his 20s, he died in the '80s. But his shows they still sell out. Um, his everyone wants his art. Everyone that's in the art world, it sells out really quickly, even though it's in the millions. But
And he
yeah,
was one of those artists that would do graffiti as well. Like he would paint on anything or he would draw
yeah,
on anything. So chances are some of his work got covered up.
Yeah.
So
Whenever you see that crown that's behind me,
mhm.
that's the Basquiat crown. He was the one who coined that crown. So yeah,
That's his
just not a
trademark.
Basquiat piece, but a lot of people incorporate his style into their artwork.
Okay. Okay, Stephen, we're going to give you back to your family, and we appreciate your time. We really appreciate. I hope your students fully understand what a gem they have in you, because you're very creative, and you're very successful, and you're going to be even more successful. And the community is behind you, and that's very clear. I
Thank
appreciate.
you. I appreciate you for having me. This is a cool platform to be on. It was exciting. I was exciting up until your little countdown, and I was like, "Oh, here we go."
Hey,
so,
here we
so thank
go.
you.
And I'm an amateur. Let me just put it out. I'm an amateur, but I'm learning. And this is the exciting part for me, just learning. So
Yeah, I love the production. Thank you.
thank you. I appreciate you. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Stephen, don't go
Bye.
away.